They're making a Winnie the Pooh horror movie. Oh yes, this is for real. Let's get into it.
What's your favorite scary movie? Name it.
We'll tear your soul apart.
Well, I'm Pennywise the dancing now.
Oh, Lord on the beast!
God, don't do that.
But sometimes death is better.
Hey everybody, what's up? KillJoy Jake here, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. Today we're talking about something I really did not expect to be talking about today. Oh bother, Winnie the Pooh is going to be a brand new horror film called Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Oh yes, this is for real. Now before we get into this, if you're new here, I would greatly appreciate you guys subscribing. That would be pretty sick, bruh. So getting into this, you might be asking yourself, Jake, what? No way, this is not happening. You're totally messing with me right now. Oh no, this is for real, because I guess at the beginning of the year, Winnie the Pooh fell into the public domain for some reason, which is completely insane to me. See, to my knowledge, with that latest Christopher Robin movie, I thought that kind of like restored the public domain of Winnie the Pooh for Disney, but I guess not. And technically, anyone is allowed to make some kind of fictional story with Winnie the Pooh at the face of it. Now, this film is already technically facing legal troubles because I guess they wanted to like put the characters of like Eeyore and Tigger in there, but they couldn't because I guess for whatever reason, Disney still owns those characters, but not the characters of Piglet and Pooh. Pooh is such an unfortunate name to name your character, by the way. Like, Pooh, come on. It's right there. Poop. Ha! Pooh. What? Who names their character that? Come on. I don't care how cute you are, you little fuck. But basically, in this version of the classic story, Christopher Robin is headed off to college and he's abandoned his old friends, which then leads to the duo embracing their inner monsters. Christopher Robin is pulled away from them and he's not given them food. It's made Pooh and Piglet's life quite difficult. The director details in what is basically just a general plot synopsis. Because they've had to fend for themselves so much, they've essentially become feral. So they've got back to their animal roots. They're no longer tame, they're like a vicious bear and pig who want to go around and try and find prey. Speaking of Eeyore and Tigger, by the way, if you're wondering about how canonically this all makes sense, like if they're still a part of the story, well, I guess the director talked to Variety about like what happened to Eeyore and Tigger, and basically they got eaten by Winnie the Pooh and Piglet in this timeline. If it couldn't get any fucking crazier at this point. There's also a few pictures that have been released from the film so far, including this one of a very evil looking Winnie the Pooh, this one of some girl in a hot tub, as well as Piglet and Winnie in the background. We can see both of them. Winnie the Pooh. So like is Pooh referential to like a bear? I can't get over that. I'm sorry. Like what's the Pooh part? What is Pooh? What does it mean? We also have some of our characters just sitting in a living room here and just what is kind of just a nice shot. This is peaceful. This is nice. But then we have this shot right here that says get out. So it clearly something nasty's gonna happen. Then we also have a few shots of Pooh just sitting in a car, just being super creepy under some red lights. So honestly, I am pretty pumped for any kind of movie like this. Ridiculous concepts always attract my interest just because it's like, this could go one of two ways. It could be a film that's so bad it's good and it's just like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. Like Willy's Wonderland, for instance. That's a movie that I just absolutely love for being so bad it's good. It's so silly and outrageous that it's like, you have to watch it. You have to see what's up with this film. And it's actually quite enjoyable. I think it has some super lackluster characters, but Nick Cage sells that movie by not even saying a single word. So something's there with that film. There's something to a credit to that film. There is also that other option I was talking about where basically this could just be an absolute bomb and maybe they're just trying to get like views based off of the ridiculous concept. And it's also something that is already familiar to people, Winnie the Pooh, but now he's slashing and killing people. So like, is that going to be all there is to this film, or is there going to be more to it? Is it actually going to be a fun movie that's so bad it's good, or did they just kind of pick up on this like little weird instance that they had of something falling into public domain that everyone's familiar with, now making a horror movie out of that? I hope that's not the case. I hope they actually did put some effort into like the kills, not everything's off screen, for instance. Like, listen, if you're gonna make a movie like this, show me some brutality. I want to see some disgusting kills. I want to see some really silly like one-liners maybe from Winnie the Pooh. Maybe the guy who's playing him does like the voice or something. I don't know, but you gotta play it up. You gotta make this as ridiculous as possible, as outrageous as you can possibly be. I mean, think about some of the Sharknado sequels. Listen, 7. Some of them get bad. They're not good movies at all, but are they all enjoyable? And did I watch every single one of them when they premiered? Yes, because I had to see what happened. So hopefully that's the case with this film, and if it is, it's definitely one I'll have to add to the collection, because I'll tell you what, I've seen Willy's Wonderland like 6 or 7 times now with friends. So there's something to these movies. They're not the greatest films in the world, but they're always fun to watch, and they're always something crazy to talk about. I respect any filmmaker that goes about doing something this ambitious and ridiculous. I feel like a lot of people discredit films like this, and they're like, oh, well, anyone can make a movie like that. No, that's not the case. I really don't think that's the case. This is not an easy movie to make because, like I said, it can fall into 1 or 2 categories where it just straight up sucks and everyone feels like, okay, well, that was just a cash grab. Or it's something special, like Willy's Wonderland, for instance, like Sharknado, where it's like, okay, that was something we will all remember for the longest time because of how ridiculous it was and how well they actually executed this insane idea. So no, not an easy movie to make, and I'm still very intrigued by this film. I cannot wait to see it. But what do you guys think? Are you excited for this film, or do you think it's gonna just be kind of ridiculous mumbo jumbo? Leave me something about it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching this new video on Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Seriously, did not think I'd be reporting on this morning. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, do all that. Hey, support me on Patreon if you can too. I ain't doing so good this month because I'm filming a movie right now, so I don't have a whole lot of time to make videos, do live streams, all that stuff. So if you guys could help me out, support me on Patreon, or maybe become a channel member by clicking on that join button on my page. Thank you guys so much for watching this video again, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.